We good?
Check. 1, 2, 3. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Breaking Even podcast. We're down 2 members today because
Scheduling.
Everyone's a little busy and such. But we just had a pretty fun session this morning.
We did. Very
down at the creek. If you didn't see the video yet, we can link it in the end. But yeah, it's just the beginning of a very long 10 to 12 days of the first south swell that's coming. So watch out, world.
My sinus is already hurt from just all the water and sand that's going to get blasted in there.
I know, you can probably hear it. I'm already like sniffly from today.
Well, get ready.
But I mean, the sand situation is going to be pretty. I wasn't there. He was there over the weekend. Maybe explain how it looks and if it's about to get absolutely frazzled or not.
Yeah, there's going to be a serious sand deficit after the next week. The sand already looks like, there's already been south swells. So I guess just over the course of winter, not that much piled up in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Side wave is already kind of gone. There's not that many waves that are actually breaking from the side wave. So
I saw it was doing the weird out the back situation,
which is normally that's it takes a month or something of the season to start doing that. Horse skimboarders didn't even get a day.
I know,
sand's gone.
But what was up with some of them were breaking out the back, not at the peak, but they're off the jetty. It was coming across, but you couldn't ride it.
I saw one guy get a chip in from that corner, but it's way further out than where the side wave normally is. And in the hour and a half that I surfed, maybe, I only saw one that you could actually properly connect.
Damn.
And
I wonder with more size and and different tides, there could be some opportunity with that.
There certainly could be.
Because remember last year when was it? It was us and Lincoln and then JOB and Brad came.
Yeah. And
there was ciders that were doing that. It's bigger. There could be some absolutely bonkers things going down.
For sure there's going to be some bonkers things going on.
Well, that leads us right into the overall thought of this episode is potential moves that we are thinking about or moves that we want to do this year out at Wedge. And we did do a post on YouTube to see what people wanted to see, and we got a lot of inverses, which I'm all in for.
Yeah.
I'm down for those.
Let's get those things on lock.
Mm-hmm. So with some backwash flings.
Oh, dude. It's on. I think it's the year of the inverse, It's time to start getting those things just automatic.
Inverse 720 is crazy when you said that. If anyone tried or seen a video of one of those, maybe we'll be the first to do that.
It's already hard enough to do both of those things, and then you mush them together, and it's
so bad.
It's that is you riding right there.
I know.
I have such a vivid memory of playing that game when it was the first version of it, when you could have the crazy moves. I think 720 was one of the moves.
Yeah.
And it was so funny, doing it on a small wave, how fast, because the game generates it so you rotate all the way, no matter
how big or small,
high up in the air you are. So you would input the 720 and you just literally
yeah, full freaking psycho spin in the air.
That's just burned into my brain. So hopefully we get a couple of those in the next few days.
I'd like to dip into the in flip also. I feel like I haven't the only one that I think I maybe could have done it on was the one I posted today.
Yeah.
But I just landed on my head instead. So I think if you can get up there and do it, it's a possibility.
Yeah, you have to really tweak the invert a certain way. You almost have to be going straight backwards, which just is going to be a sick looking invert.
Yeah.
And then commit to just going back over straight, which is pretty scary, but they feel good.
I know.
They're sick. I don't think that's a move that's utilized enough, because if you could figure out the rotation coming down from the invert, it would be a move that's potentially easier to do than a invert to reverse.
Yeah.
So
with the fling and the backwash. I think
yeah,
that is.
I didn't think of that, but I like that.
I know.
I like that.
When I saw the clip today and I posted it, I was like, geez, if there was a time to ever do it safely, I think that might have been it.
Get your left flips in.
I might as well start going for gainers off the closeout. Yeah. It's like just way cooler.
Yeah.
Air forwards off the closeout.
Huge. Love it. That's the big fan.
Yeah.
That's up there. They're scary though.
I know.
Because air forwards are already like the scariest move to land.
I hate.
And doing it off a closeout, you're either going to be landing like in the flats, which is just never what you want to do on an air forward, or you're going into the V probably, which that's like the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I know.
It'd be really hard to do it and do it like sick and not die.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try. I'd love to try. Or air forwards off the peak. That's just the goal.
Remember that one that, that we can get to in a second, but the one that Chris did, DK Monster, H2O.
Legend.
The huge day. I don't even think we were there. He did a big one, and like it was all sunny and nice. And you like got a roll in, and then I don't know if he went really high or not. He might have just gone like sideways, because that's kind of what happens. But he sure did send it. And that is what we're looking for.
Yeah, big sky pokes.
Air forwards off the peak is something you might have to do the next couple of days here, or else you're not going to have the
I know
opportunity.
Those like sections from the side wave to the peak are so hard to get. But that would be the biggest ramp you could get probably out there. I mean, unless you were able to time a big crumble, but those sections get so soft.
And you need like the first wave of the set to actually get one to ramp up on the inside. I feel like because otherwise it's all ripped out and ruined.
And like I watched footage back of like when those crumbles come in, and a lot of the time the section coming at you is so soft.
Yeah,
like it's a big chunk coming at you, but it's just like it would be so hard to find a clean lip line to actually get up out of the water.
And it's like
just cutty reverse.
And it's like half the size once you get down there too.
Yeah.
Like from the peak to the down here.
Yeah.
Unless it's a super scary west one, and you're just feeling like a big baller.
Just feeling like a boss.
Yeah.
Big wall closeout.
Yeah. This is one that I'm sure people are gonna like once it happens, but like a big roll is. I think they're coming back. I think people got sick of them for a while, and I think some people are still. But if you're doing big, like the one Louis did at Mandura Wedge,
dude,
I think it's like cool, but it's also scary. I think it might be like that will hurt you the most.
I'm not backing rolls at Wedge. I hate them. They're the scariest thing to do. I always, whenever I try, I get flattened into backwash. Always. Scotty Plowden broke his jaw.
Yeah.
Rearranged his face
because
doing a roll. And we were talking about it that day. How rolls, you don't do rolls at Wedge.
Yeah.
Don't do them off heavy sections. That's how you're gonna get hurt. They won't catch me. I'm gonna do it, but I don't like them.
I know, but it's like when you go up and you try to hit it, and it's like a safety move almost, but it's not safe at all. It's like it's one way to like still do something, but you're like gonna freaking destroy yourself trying to be safe.
The safest big roll option is off the like peak, like the one Matthias did.
Yeah,
that was not safe. But,
but
like a closeout roll at Wedge, like you're only gonna go like so far to safety. Like there's no safe landing unless you like go down the line, which is just
that's
a
lot
way
of
to do a roll. Weird way to do a roll. So, I don't want it. I don't want to do it. I'll leave that one up to you.
No rolls.
I'll leave that one to you. Double rolls, though, on the other hand.
Double rolls on the right.
Yeah.
Stone flips on the right. We got some work to do on the right when it happens. We got 720s now that we can discuss, which I think is possible.
Yeah.
You almost did one.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago.
We'll give it a, it almost counts.
If it was filmed, maybe it counted.
Yeah. There's a photo of it somewhere.
Oh, that's worst.
That was like the most legit one I've done, where
Yeah.
I like didn't get all the way around, but I landed pretty. I rotated pretty far.
Yeah.
Like, I was well around on the second rotation and landed flat and spun around and rode up onto the beach. But
I like him on the right better just because it's like I feel like you land less hard.
yeah,
And it's not like out. It's like you're still spinning super fast.
Yeah.
And you land on like the safety wave, but which is still kind of like cheating.
we'll count it.
But if you're doing
Do it.
if you're doing 720s, I think it
Yeah,
should count.
I think also if you get the right line from the peak into that section, you'll be able to get more torque off that ramp. Like the left ramp, as big as it is, you lose so much like drive because the section goes so thick that it like slows you down almost. Like it's so hard to get like a line into that where you're going like really really fast, and it has to be like such a specific wave. Like I've tried, and
Well, you
it's
did
like
the 540 face smash.
face crusher.
If that wave was bigger, you would have done it and probably broken everything. In
Oh my god, I couldn't surf the rest of the swell just because of that wave. It didn't like hit me until the next day, but I woke up and we went to surf and
Just
couldn't
out on
move
the
my head.
beach.
I couldn't move my head. I like was sitting there just like this, like I just had to sit on the beach and film, and then I missed like the next 4 days of waves. 'Cause I couldn't move my head from whiplash. Like
That one day.
yeah, luckily, whiplash set in later, so I got to surf the rest of the day. But
Yeah.
at a certain point, I remember I did another reverse, and I like came down with the lip, and my whole like spine got like jarred, and I was like, I'm done. I gotta go in.
Just absolutely shattered.
I gotta go to Chile tomorrow.
Oh yeah. If on the plane, like it's just broken.
Yeah, just battered.
That's so bad.
Yeah, but I can't wait to do it again.
I know.
I think you just gotta pace ourselves. Those waves for forever.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll see.
I mean, it sure looks like it. It's like,
Imagine if we get down there tomorrow and it's just flat, no swell.
it's happened before. I swear, it happens all the time.
They just pulled the biggest Houdini of a swell.
Oh,
Surfline just full trickster mode at us.
I do feel like tomorrow will be like very just like chill. There's nothing crazy happening yet.
Yeah,
It says 8 to 10, but I think we're gonna get excited and we're gonna want to be there, and then it's just gonna be like small little guys, but through the day it'll get bigger.
I should have just been there yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I did see you clip yesterday. Actually, it looks clean and
It looked fun in the morning.
fun.
It looked fun. I mean, I surfed the day before. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Cold. It's cold. I wore 4.3, which is the most rubber I'll wear at a Wedge, but I could have for sure been in my 5.4 and I would have been really happy, which is brutal.
I know. I might have to dig out my 5.4 no hood, cut off hood.
I mean, 100%.
Yeah, there's a couple holes in it though, so I'm kind of worried.
But
But my 4.3 is even worse.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I think.
Nice ventilation for the sand.
There's also another event happening that actually just arrived at my doorstep today.
Oh god.
Our buddy Chris, What's or Not, wants he ordered 4 blow up alligators to my house, and they got here today. And he's convinced that we can fit our boards under these alligators and still function out at the Wedge. So maybe keep your eyes peeled for
I'm excited to watch him do it.
for something like, if I see him like do like a legit one where you can actually like ride your board with that thing on top of it, so it looks funny, I'm in to try. But I think it might just be a closeout maniac session at Cylinders.
If there's side waves, I'm backing it. If there's no side waves, it's gonna just be just a yard sale. That's the word I was looking for.
It'll be like that regardless.
Oh yeah.
With I'm pretty curious about the crowd on a Tuesday. Everyone's gonna make sure they can do what they can to be there. But no blackball is huge. If you're a body surfer, I'm sorry, we're taking huge, massive advantage of this.
I will be surfing midday.
Yeah, we'll be getting photos with light that we've never gotten before because of you suckers.
So I'm so excited.
I know.
We don't have to get up early. We don't have to.
I know, you don't have to.
We're gonna, but we don't have to.
I know.
It's nice to know.
Yeah.
I wonder if people are gonna be like, oh, I'll show up at 11. That's
I know.
fine.
There's a midday low, so it kind of just depends what everyone around wants to surf it as. I don't know what it's going to be like though, like whether it's going to be more cider with a high tide or less tide, or it's like more dredged.
It's
Time will tell.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be slow. 20 seconds or whatever it's saying.
Oh no.
19 maybe. I don't know.
19
Still,
is heinous.
yeah. It's gonna be slow and cold, and then there's gonna be a set.
And
everyone's
with
gonna
like
get excited.
15 waves in it.
Yeah, and then everyone's gonna get excited, and then it's gonna stop.
Yeah. Oh man, I hate that so much.
Whatever. We love it. Live for it.
We do. Later in the week is going to be,
Or not. Who knows?
Or not.
I don't know.
I think everyone should get their jimmies out tomorrow and Wednesday, and then just kind of pack it in for the rest.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I'm
think
planning
that's a
on
good
doing.
call. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Link.
All right, what else we got? What else is going on? Do you have any questions from folks?
We might. Unfortunately, they're all on my phone, which we're using to film this episode.
Okay.
I'm trying to think though, like if there's anywhere else around here that is gonna fire other than the Wedge.
Sano.
Sano's gonna be firing now that they opened up the gates.
Doheny.
Yeah, Doho's gonna pump actually.
Yeah.
Swell. Got
Yeah.
barrel than Doho once.
That's a big claim.
Hurricane Marie, 2K14
That's
for the
huge.
boys.
That's huge. All right, well, let's see. What's up going on here?
Right now, we are scrolling through what everyone has commented on our community page on the channel. This one is from Basico 4x435. It's basically asking you why you never lose your board in the foam and if you use wax or glue. I think the right answer is wax.
Yes. So, I wish I didn't lose my board ever.
Maybe that's just what they see.
Yeah, we're just making it look good.
Yeah.
Wax. Since I don't have a wax company that pays me, I'm going to say it's the contours on my Science Bodyboards Pro model.
Yeah,
That'll help you get the grip.
That works. That does work pretty well.
And what wax I use, that's a secret.
Mm,
That is a secret, top secret.
that's
And
good stuff.
yeah, good stuff.
For some reason, Ian comes to mind when we talk about this kind of wax.
He knows.
I know.
He knows.
I know.
Few people know, but
Lincoln hates this stuff. He thinks it's too sticky. I'm like, how is it too sticky, man?
when it's hot, it's too sticky. But
I know.
cold water, prime.
But still.
Mexico, don't use it there.
Yeah.
You gotta
No.
You gotta keep it in a plastic container like you do leftovers, just
Mhm.
because it's gonna be so sticky everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll help. But like I said, I don't have a wax company paying me to say this, so
Mhm.
instead I'm gonna say it's the Science Bodyboards contours on my Pro model.
There we go. Linked right there.
Yep.
To finish off here, we put up a poll that said, "Do you think bodyboarding airs ultimately inspired surfing airs?" And it kind of popped off. There's a lot of opinions on here.
Oh yeah.
This one's pretty interesting from Grimy. They'll say they copied snowboarding or skating moves, but they're bullshitting. And that, it's just from bodyboarders doing airs around them, and now they're starting to do it.
I mean, it's likely.
Yeah.
It's likely. I mean, I don't know that much about the history of surfing airs, but
Yeah.
if you look at all the rotations, it's all similar. But then again, you go and you look at snowboarding and skating,
Yeah.
and they all have, it's much easier to make the comparisons of the rotations and the tricks and stuff. But I'm sure that there's got to have been influence.
Yeah. I think, like, maybe not the moves, but, like, the attempts like when surfers are out around bodyboarders and bodyboarders are flying around.
Yeah.
They're like, maybe I could try to hit this too and see
Yeah.
what happens.
Something that has not happened at Wedge yet.
I know. Well, Harry Bryant, we can shout him out.
Yes, that's true.
2 years ago or whatever.
I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
I do want to see more of that.
Well,
Harry, come back. We'll
Yeah.
surf Wedge together. You can hit some more sections like that.
Yeah.
It'll be crazy.
We'll have to clip that photo in.
Yeah.
Because that is a Mondo photo.
It's mental.
They can go so high, but the possibility of landing, I think, is just absolutely impossible for your knees.
Yeah, and you're going to probably break your board.
I think he broke
I
that
think
board.
he did break that board.
Yeah. There's video on that, I think.
So, I don't know. You guys figure out that side of things and then come and hit some big boy sections at Wedge.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to say? The one, I remember when I was a kid and I saw a video of a surfer doing, what do they call it? Oh, it's the rodeo flip.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
Yeah.
that's an ARS.
Mm-hmm.
That's just an ARS. And I remember it pissed me off when I was a kid because I was like, I don't know. It's an ARS rotation. Just,
Yeah,
I don't know.
just standing.
It felt like it was like, oh, they obviously saw a bodyboarder do that.
Yeah.
And
That's the only one that you can be like, they
Yeah.
maybe took that from bodyboarding, because like, why would you ever want to do a roll on a surfboard
yeah.
and then add a spin into it?
And I don't know, maybe they saw a snowboarder do it first or a skater do it first, but I don't know. It's a pretty like staple bodyboarding move.
Yeah.
So there has to have been influence at some point
Yeah. I agree.
as far as airs go. You know, that obviously like surfing slabs and stuff, that's all been
Mm-hmm.
pioneered by bodyboarders.
Yeah. Which is pretty sick.
Yeah.
And now like guys like Nathan Florence are sending it too, which
Sending
is,
it
which is very, very cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Loves it.
mm-hmm. And he's surfing with all the bugs.
Yeah.
Those slabs.
Yeah. Because they've been doing it for ever,
Yeah.
holding it down. So shout out to those bugs.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. The Ireland one comes to mind, and the Shipsterns.
Yeah.
Harley, Charles, all you boys out there. Chris, whenever he's back in Australia.
Yeah. I listened to an interview with one of the Irish surfers, and he was talking about like how he got into surfing and surfing those slabs and stuff, and he gave a shout out to the local bodyboarders in
Mhm.
Ireland because they were like the first ones riding those waves in the way that they were. So that was cool to hear those guys giving props to the people who kind of paved the way. So,
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys.
Makes it a little easier for them to just show up and have it.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
All right. Well, I mean, if anyone else out there has any moves that they want to see, or they want to see us try, etc., drop it in the comments, because we've got our eyes set on a couple things, but we're very open-minded. So
Double reverse roll.
reverse rolls. Yeah, anything crazy like that, just freaking drop it below, and we'll see it and try to get it done. On that note, thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Breaking Even podcast, and stay tuned for what's about to happen this week. Could be some very special stuff. So
yeah,
keep your eyes on the channel, keep your eyes on the posts on Instagram, and yeah, we'll catch you next time. Adios, amigos.
Sweet.